Valentine's Day, we would talk about the 5 love languages, plant edition.
Efficiency then romance.
Can you imagine repotting and you're like, your hands are touching the soil?
Who's a good little monstero?
Is that what are you an orchid? Because you're a total showstopper and I'm terrified of messing this up.
Some of these are real nerdy.
You're like, hey, you have a problem. Peace.
Yeah.
The Helpful Gardeners, the podcast that digs into the buzziest plant trends and news you need to know, regardless of your growing zone. Colin is a skilled horticulturist with decades of growing experience across Canada. Brandi is the greenest of green thumbs with a love of asking questions. Welcome to our garden nook.
Look at our little labor of love over there.
It's doing so good.
Spider plant in a pine cone.
Yeah.
I'm going to link that episode down below if you missed out, but this is probably, a month since we've done that?
3 weeks to a month,
3 weeks to a month since we've done that,
Yeah.
and it's doing great.
So the interesting thing, I still can't see any roots. So the pine cone is so closed up around it, so I can lift it out, but I can lift it.
Yeah.
Don't want to
Like
lift
it's in there.
Yeah. It is adhered, but the pine cone is so tightly closed. I cannot, and I've looked, I've had my flashlight on my phone in there.
Yeah.
In all of that time, not once has it wilted, drooped, done anything. So I have to believe there's either roots formed or forming, or there's enough moisture transference that it's doing good. But it's what I might do just for science is I might lift one of them out and just let the pine cone totally dry out and see if I can see the roots through the pine cone.
Just to see, so sacrifice it just to see.
I mean, I'll try and save it. I'll put it straight back into water.
Yeah.
So hopefully the roots do stay damp.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there's no way that I can keep the roots damp without keeping the pine cone damp.
Yeah.
And the pine cone won't open unless it's dry.
Is it possible for a plant to do roots constantly grow like fingernails, or is it possible that the plant could stay that small, kind of like a bonsai?
Yeah. Most plants, when they hit their maturity, their roots will stop. Now, they'll constantly be putting out new roots because of damage and whatnot. But once, if you have a 10-year-old echinacea in your garden, the roots aren't 12 times bigger than the top growth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. So because the amount of plants I've lifted that are mature, the roots do max out their growth. It's kind of like, do we have everything we need? Stability, everything is good. We don't need to grow anymore. We're set. So obviously huge trees, the roots go a lot deeper, but any baby plant is going to try to get to its maximum size.
Yeah.
So the roots will keep growing.
Okay. So it'll be interesting to kind of see what you come up with.
If we leave it, the roots will eventually come out of the pine cone.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, but how big will that part be? I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah, I'm very interested. Let's keep up to date with this one and maybe check in next week and or the week after to kind of give it some time.
It's easy to follow along.
Exactly. And like I say, we are going to link that episode down below and in our show notes at goldenacre.ca/blog. So you can take a look and see, first of all, how we did this and why we did this.
Yep.
Thanks, internet. But it's a fun experiment for sure, right?
It is. And a couple of people, so I took a picture and I think I put it in my personal stories, and a few people have come into my office and been like, what's going on here? So it actually is a talking point.
Aha.
Because somebody saw it. It was on, it must have been my Instagram. I don't think it was on the Golden Acre one. And they were like, is that a pine tree growing out of a pine cone?
Yeah.
And they're not a gardener. And I was like, no, it's a spider plant. And
Exactly.
I explained what was going on. So I'm going to move this before I spill it. See you later, buddy.
Bye. Awesome. Well, there you go. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. And I was thinking in honor of Valentine's Day, we would talk about the 5 love languages, plant edition.
Okay.
Do you know what the 5 love languages are, right?
No.
Okay. So it's, of course, this is my thing. This is not a Colin thing. Okay. So there's acts of service.
Okay.
There's physical touch. There's quality time, words of affirmation, and receiving gifts.
I would have gone with sharing memes, funny insults, unsolicited plant advice.
Those are all talking. So what was that? That would all be words of affirmation, but like
sharing memes isn't talking.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, see?
That's an act of service.
See? Okay, random high fives. That could be like the touch thing or whatever.
And then there would be one for plant photos.
Yeah, see,
all of that.
I got my love languages.
Yeah, exactly. I think that if I'm not mistaken, I think love languages work both ways. So it's how you receive love and how you give love. Okay. So, what do you think yours would be?
The action thing, the terms of endearment.
Acts of service?
Acts of service.
Totally.
Yep.
And then, so is that like how you give love or how you receive love?
Probably how I give love.
How you give love? How do you receive love? Like, what's your favorite way? Quality time? Do you like validation?
Don't really care about validation. Probably quality time.
Yeah.
Probably quality time. Probably being with somebody and it's so comfortable that you can just like, you haven't weirded me out. You've weirded me in. Mm-hmm. I want people to be themselves, and however that is, if it's sitting around having a coffee or doing a hike or having a fire or whatever, that to me is a better connection than anything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My limited understanding that I've known about this for 18 seconds is, but if they kind of go hand in hand, right? Because if I do an act of service for somebody.
Right.
So I'm like, let me take care of that. I will make supper. I will do the groceries, whatever. Well, I've taken a chore off your table. So now hopefully you can invest that time in quality time.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's because if everybody's doing acts of service, it might not mesh up. Maybe you need to have like a yin to the yang.
Yeah. I think you've just cracked the code. It's a facade.
Yeah, because I don't know. Is the rule that the way you give love should be the way you receive love? Is there a rule to this, or can you speak more than one language? Oh,
maybe I'm all five.
Oh my, exactly.
I'm a complicated human.
Yeah, you're bilingual, by love you all, I'm just going to let that one go because I'll end up saying something I regret.
Well, then let's kind of go into the 5 love languages for plant people.
Okay.
Because I think we speak a different language from other people entirely. Yep. So let's start with acts of service. So acts of service, if you have a plant person in your life, or if you're like hinting to your partner in crime, like, hey, I love this stuff. I'm a planty. So what about repotting your partner's, plant?
Yep.
I feel like that could go 2 ways though. Like maybe they don't want you touching their plant and that's fine too. You know
which one I would love? Okay. If somebody was going to do me an act of service for my plants.
Yeah.
Bust out the leaf shine.
Yes, that is one of them as well. Nice. Clean the dust off.
Yep. Bust out that.
Oh my gosh. That is probably, I hate doing that. Yep. And I know some people are like, oh, I'll just put on a show and I'll do that. Like, no.
I don't mind doing it. It's just I have so many to do. Mm-hmm. And then by the time, like, if I don't do them all at one time and I try and break it up, by the time I do the last one, the first one needs doing again. I'm like,
yeah, you've literally like kicked up all this dust and it just lands again.
So if somebody would ever be like, if I came home and Jenny or Harry or my sister were like, hey, today when you were gone, we shined your plants, I'd be like, you guys
that's
are
amazing.
The best.
But hopefully they don't lie and say, hey, actually secretly I just threw them all in a bathtub and I sprayed them and they may or may not be alive. So please be careful.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise. I've killed your plants. What about this one? Running the humidifier, installing full spectrum grow lights.
Yep.
So that they stop stretching. Yeah. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Be also partly gift giving, I suppose.
Another one that's real simple. Inspect them.
Oh, I love that.
If somebody's busy, maybe you do a quick look and you're like, hey, I just want to let you know, I think you've got something going on the back. And you go, oh my God, you spotted spider mites, and you get ahead of them quicker.
It's so funny. I love how you see that as a positive. I'd be like, don't be nitpicky. Like what was it? You have a rip in your shirt. Just thought I'd mention it. I don't know. It could be taken both ways, right?
Yeah. So you're saying with your plants, don't comment unless it can be fixed in 5 seconds or less.
Maybe just fix it.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's pests on it. Hey, got this.
I remember when our friend Krista went on vacation a few years ago. And she was wonderful, always took care of my plants. And she was like, hey, I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks. Can you look after my plants? Happily. And she came back from vacation and she came to my office and she was like, what did you do to my plants? And I was like, oh my God, what did I do? I don't know. And she's like, they're blooming. And I was like, oh, I don't. I just added some fertilizer and one of them needed a bit of a cleanup. And she was like, thank you.
better condition than before she went. That's an act of service.
Yeah.
So 100%. I agree with that.
So, and I didn't really see that being a problem, but that would be the best if you're like, I look at your plant and I'm like, oh, there's spider mites. And then I come back the next day with like my end all on my predator bugs and I take care of it. And I'm like, you had spider mites, not you have spider mites.
I love that approach way more instead of just being like, hey, you have a problem. Peace.
Yeah. Instead of being like, you have a rip in your shirt. I'm sewing.
Then you're telling the therapist, I did so many acts of service. I don't know what's wrong.
I don't know why everybody's so angry. Your hair looks like crap. You got a rip in your shirt. Spider mites. I'm out.
Love and peace. Okay, let's move on to physical touch. I love this one. Give a sensitive plant or a plant with sensory details. So like, you know, a fuzzy plant or like, you know, I don't know, like a fern. You know those maidenhair ferns? You just like run your hand through it and it feels so good. Or
literally the sensitive plant.
Yeah.
Would that also, is that purely touch or would that also include like fragrance? Like, you know, when you run your fingers through like jasmine or rosemary or something and then
considering there's no smell,
I'm going to
put that in there.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a fragrant plant too.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah. I was actually looking into how like smells can trigger memories.
Yep.
So say you get them a plant that's like they love the smell of rosemary and it reminds them of whatever.
Apparently our sense of smell is the sense that's linked most to our memory.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Apparently I remember reading that a while ago, more so than you would think it would be vision. Mm-hmm. Right? Like when you look at a photo or you go back to your hometown or you think it would be vision. No, apparently it's you smell something that your grandma used to bake.
Yeah.
It can bring you back quicker than seeing what your grandma used to bake.
You know what,
Very
though?
interesting.
I do get that. Like whenever I go anywhere. So if I'm driving, I never go on a road trip with me. Whenever we're driving, I'll go through like a different place and I'll roll the window down and be like, what does it smell like here?
You and
love
Jimmy
it.
both with
I love smell. I don't know what it is. Except for that pine cone. Don't smell the pine cone. So bad. I also thought, okay, this is going to be a little naughty.
Okay.
So turn down the radio if you've got kiddos in the car. Misting together.
Okay.
You know, like that pottery scene?
Yeah.
In the
Ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
what was
that.
it? I can't remember the song. I was going to try and sing the song.
Like, can you imagine repotting and you're like, your hands are touching the soil?
So I can't think of anything worse. I go to repot and Jenny comes up behind me with her hands. I'd be like, get the out of here. What are you doing? but
this is not efficient.
Yeah, exactly. Efficiency then romance. That's my love language.
So we've determined this is not your love language. Got it.
You know, misting, that one's okay. I can appreciate that, but no.
Okay, sounds good.
Don't need 4 hands on the pottery wheel.
You know, like those memes on the internet where they're like, this is a 2-person job and it's you and your best friend, but it's literally like holding a hose. Like it's not a 2-person job.
Exactly. I'm one of those people though. I don't know about you. If I'm in the kitchen cooking, nobody in the kitchen, not even Jimmy. Out of my kitchen. I don't need the headache. And then you're like, you hear other couples that are like, we love to cook together. I'm like, what is wrong?
How about this? I'll do it and I'll report back to you next week.
Perfect. There we go. Yeah.
Next up is quality time.
Okay.
A seed starting date night.
Yep.
I've totally done this with Brad and I love it. It's so much fun. I love it. How about this? Grabbing 2 glasses of wine and a flashlight to check for spider mites. I was really stretching for that one.
I feel like you got to do that on your first glass of wine because by your third glass of wine, you'll be like, yeah, spider mites.
Eat it.
You don't give a shit.
A little charcuterie.
You know what? I like the date night thing because Jenny and I've mentioned this numerous times. One of our favorite things is planting day.
Oh, yeah.
I got the plants. I got everything. We got everything lined up and we are together and we talk and we laugh and it's it doesn't matter who is faster or whose looks better or how different they are. We just enjoy it.
Yeah, I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's actually another one, repotting night. I think that's a great way to spend quality time with your,
No.
Not that you have to do it together. It's just in the same vicinity. Okay, what if Jenny has her own plant and then you do all the other ones?
I'll just do hers too.
Okay.
It's just easier. It's taken me a long time. It's taken me a very long time to learn to garden with other people.
Yeah.
Harry was instrumental. Wow, that kid put a lot on his shoulders. Like, we're gardening and Harry's like, I'm going to take a break and have some water. And I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. There's more work to be done. And he's like, I've been going for an hour and it's 32 degrees.
You're like, back in my landscaping days, we used to work for.
Exactly. I get into it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, of course I can't stop him having water. Of course I've got to let him sit. Of course he can't keep up. So Harry did a lot of heavy lifting on breaking my bad habits. And now I can do it with Jenny. And now because oftentimes if somebody would come and garden with me, like my sister or my mom, I'd be like, oh my God, you guys are doing great. I'm just going to go anywhere, but not here.
I'll go in the front yard.
Exactly. Bye. I will go take care of everything else. You do that.
Yeah.
Cool.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya in like 5 hours.
So I know that one's on me, but yes, that wouldn't be my.
Here's one way that you can spend quality time though, is visiting a garden center. I think that's like the best date night. Can you imagine just going out for dinner, then you get ice cream, then you go to the garden center and it's like golden hour?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the good
and
stuff.
Jenny and I do that and we'll split up and I'll come running and find her. I'm like, look at the color of this one. And she's like, oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah. And then she'll naturally branch off to like, say, the flowers. Yeah. And I'll find myself in the herbs or vice versa, whatever. And then we come find each other because we found like, oh my God, look at this cool herb. It's blackberry mint. And Jenny's like, oh my God, I want to taste it. And then put it in the cart.
It sounds like us at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Except I'm in the plant department.
Yeah.
Brad's like, anywhere else. Anywhere else.
Like, why is he in plumbing? Brad comes out with a sheet of drywall.
Yeah. I got to admit, I've got two favorite departments in that store, and it's the lighting department and the plant department.
Okay.
The lighting department, I took Bennett through there and he was like,
oh, yeah.
So fun. So fun. Okay. Words of affirmation. Okay. So what about this? Gifting a plant with a name that says it all.
Yeah.
So like string of hearts, or we have a ton of like Valentines themed plants.
Heart-shaped Hoya. Yep.
Oh yeah. Tons of things. I think like one of the big ones that I've seen this year is like azalea has been really big.
I think, don't hold me to this. You know how they're doing shapes with orchids now?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I saw a heart orchid.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So I've seen some shapes downstairs. Yeah, absolutely. But you know where my brain went to there when you said that?
Yeah.
Talk to your plants.
Oh, that's fun.
Because they always say talking to plants helps them grow. Yes. And words of affirmations, you can be, who's a good little monstero?
Is that what you would say?
No, I don't name my plants. And when I talk to them, I'm normally like, you better start growing, you piece. Jenny gives them all affirmation. Like, yeah.
The loving side.
Yeah.
The loving side. What about like a lot of plant puns? So what if you like gifted a plant?
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you like these? Are you an invasive species? Because I'd like to take you out.
That's not it. That was pretty good. Okay.
So if you're on Tinder, listen up. How about this one? I'm liking you a lot. Like
I'm liking L-I-C-H-E-N.
Yeah, liking.
I got it.
I love you more than a Canadian plant parent loves a south-facing window in February.
It's a little wordy. I get it.
You're like, hold on. I do love a south window though. You're my soil mate.
You may say, okay. What about I'm pining for you?
Oh, there's another one. I'm pining for you. How about this one? Are you a node? Because I really want to see where we can grow from here.
You a node. Some of these are real nerdy. Like the average person isn't going to get that, but I love it.
Hey, if you have two plant people together, they'll get it.
Oh yeah.
And this is my final one. Are you an orchid? Because you're a total showstopper and I'm terrified of messing this up.
I like the super wordy.
It's like a Fall Out Boy song.
like the short ones are great, but I love the
Dude, I'm going to
ridiculous-
use some of these and see if Brad gets it.
And see if Brad's like, cool. You're a node.
No way. Last one is receiving gifts. I think this is pretty straightforward, but one of the things I thought, if you really want to get specific, because like you could just go anywhere and just pick up like a bouquet of flowers, a plant, and I think we should also talk about how, you don't just have to give flowers. You can give more foliage based plants, and also not just like, ladies like plants. Like everybody loves plants. Yep. Kids love plants.
Yep, 100%.
Some animals like plants, but be careful about that. So like, don't just like pigeonhole yourself, right? Really go out there. And I think one of the cool thing is that if your partner has a wish list plant, maybe actually like show that you've been listening and get that for them.
But also if you're intimidated by that, we have pots on the floor that have hearts on them. Yeah. We have pots on the floor that say love you. Yeah. Get them a cover pot.
Yeah.
Like, maybe they've got an existing plant and it needs a new cover pot, or they're going to repot it with no help to you. They can do it alone and they don't need an extra set of hands. And when it's repotted, it needs a new cover pot, and you get one that's got the heart on it. We have one that has a cat and the cat's tail is a heart.
There you go.
We got ones that's just, I think, 4 different colors, like different reds and pinks, all hearts on it. Like, have fun with it.
There you go. Yep. I love it. So that's your 5 love languages ahead of Valentine's Day.
We all have our language, and like any language, there shouldn't be a barrier to entry because you don't speak the same language. That should be seen as an opportunity to learn a new language.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm still doing the whole ghost reenactment.
I want to see you and Brad repot a plant with like unchained. Oh,
dude.
My love.
Yes. Watch on our Instagram coming up. I swear, I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to post. We're going to make a video.
Poor Brad. I love you, Brad.
Helpful Gardeners OnlyFans.
This podcast is brought to you by Golden Acre Home and Garden. Find seasonal inspiration for your home and garden in Calgary, Alberta year-round. Visit goldenacre.ca. The comments and opinions expressed by the Helpful Gardeners on this show are our own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Golden Acre Home and Garden. For more information on everything we covered today and to leave us a voice note, visit goldenacre.ca/podcast. The Helpful Gardeners are on Instagram at The Helpful Gardeners Pod. Keep on growing, gardeners!